Welcome to Celtic Fox Stamp Club for August. This is the card number 1 video. These are all the things that you're going to need for this card. So I'm just going to put these aside and then we'll get started. Now, the stamp that we're going to need from here is the Congrats. So you can just go ahead and grab that one. Okay, so the first little piece that I'm going to get you to take out is the bit of doily that I have. When you buy these directly from Stampin Up, they come obviously as a full circle, so I've kind of cut that to the size that we need. Now, when it goes onto the card, it's actually going to sit like this. And that's going to be poking up, but what we want to do is actually glue the doily to this piece first. So it's good to kind of just see how it's going to sit so you can see kind of what distance that you want it to be and the kind of angle that you want it to be as well before we glue. We want most of the main circle bit to be underneath. So take that up. Just going to put a bit of glue on here. Now, we're only going to be gluing in spots that are going to be covered by this piece here. The reason being is that these doilies are actually quite thin and delicate, and any of that glue actually shows up. So I'll just put like a little dot over this side. And just be careful not to get it in through the holes. And we'll line up how we want that to be. Okay. Just take that away from there so we don't get that messy. Okay, now don't worry about if there's not enough glue on there. We just want it to kind of stick into the right place because we're going to glue here anyway, so it'll be plenty stuck. So next bit is to turn it over and we're going to put some glue onto this one. Just in from the edges so it doesn't seep out the side. I'm going to carefully line it up on our card. Now there is a very particular angle that will mean that this will sit flush on that side and that will sit flush on that side with the pointy bit up in the corner. So just kind of move that around. The liquid glue is perfect for that. Gives you a little bit of give before it dries. And then once we've found that spot, you can just press it straight down. Okay. Now, we're going to be just using the Congrats stamp there. And firstly, we're going to use the rich razzleberry. And actually, I'm going to put that up at the top. Now, normally I would use probably a smaller thin block for this, but Stamp Club, obviously, I always say you only need a D block, so I'll always do it with this demonstration. But if you have a smaller thin block, then that's probably more comfortable to use. But with the bigger one, we'll just put it up at the top there. Okay. I'm going to ink that up. Okay, and we want to line this up at an angle so that it's kind of in line with our diagonal strip. Just press that down, and because this is a bigger block, just be careful not to rock that too much. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we're going to clean this off. I've got my Stampin' Scrub at the side here, but if you don't have one of those, that I do actually recommend, because that's clean in a second, you can use baby wipes or whatever it is that you use. Now we're going to pull out the Blushing Bride. I'm going to ink that guy up, and we're going to just go off a little bit, so you'll need a piece of paper underneath, like that. Okay, and we're going to keep going like that, and same kind of gap, line it up. Okay, and then we're going to line it up, kind of offset from the first line, like that, and keep going like this until you've filled up the bottom of the card. Now, if you wanted to have extra of the dark ones, you can put extra ones in there like that if you like. I just like the one to stand out like that. One more. Perfect. Okay, close up your ink. And we're going to bring out the main card piece here. And we're going to take some of our dimensionals. Go one in each corner and two to prop up the middle there like that. Okay. Make sure there's a little bit of space around each side. Just make sure that's even. I can't see that at this angle very well, but hopefully, yes. Okay, so this is card number 1 finished. Very simple, but oh so pretty. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks very much. Bye.